Welcome to a day in my life. Don't be too impressed. I work from home, homeschooling, work from home, stay-at-home mom and homemaker, farmer's wife, and we do a lot of things naturally to try and heal our bodies. I have 7 children and 3 grandchildren. By the way, this is a little introduction to me in case you're new here or you may just not know because I'm not sure I've ever done one of these. Anyway, I'm a mom to 7 and a grandma to 3. And 2 of my children live at home. And the others all, well, live somewhere else. They're all in this state. Well, no, they're not. The 2 boys don't live in this state, but all the girls are in this state. Anyway, so that's a little bit about me. I am a Mary Kay lady, so you'll hear me talk about the products that I use quite often. I'm not a big kind of salesy person, but if you're interested in something, I will try to remember to link the website in the description. So this is the Advanced Lifting Serum, and I put this here where age is starting to get me. And I have seen a little bit of a difference since using it. Some of this is evened out. It no longer looks like turkey skin when I look up. And some of this is smoothing out. You know, we get older and a little chunky and we start to have a double chin, and I'm not real thrilled with that. So anyway, and then this is the Voluform Day Cream. Has sunscreen in it, and like I said, I'm a farmer's wife, so I do have a tendency to go outside. So I am not out often in it. I don't know if you know this, but I have lupus and fibromyalgia. And the lupus means that I don't go in the sun much because I have a very negative reaction to the sun, and it gets me very sick very quickly. The sun, in case you didn't know, can damage the sun, the UVA and UV rays. The UV rays damage your bodily systems, your immune system, okay? I have 2 autoimmune diseases. My immune system needs no help being poor, but when I'm in the sun, it makes it worse. So the sun is a big no-go. I, of course, as a farmer, work farmers markets. So you're thinking, Jess, how do you do that? Well, I'm going to tell you. I have SPF protection in my shirts, and I have sun hats for the same purpose. And that works. I don't find that it's as bad on my legs because my shoulders tend to be what's in the sun. So do with that what you will, you know? I told you it's a day in the life, and some things are more important than others. Anyway, so I'm gonna brush my teeth, and then we're gonna go and water some plants. My life is not exciting. I do the same rote thing every day, but this will give you a little insight into what it's like to be a farmer's wife that homeschools and works from home. Okay, so here we are. This is my front porch, or at least half of it. And as you can see, I have a couple of hanging baskets. I've got a flower bed, and then that spider lily plant that's way over there. And if I turn you around, you'll see peace lily, aloe, cactus, unknown vines of some sort, another bed, and 2 more hanging plants. My hose, my water hose, is broken. That's why it's laid out, so he can fix it. But it hasn't happened yet. So I have my watering can, and I'm gonna water right now. Yay! And just like that, we're done. Come here, Athena. Oh, hold on, we gotta come this way. Come on. Come on. Sit down. This is Athena. And she's a farm girl. And she's dirty and needs a bath. And if she realized she was on camera, she would be running away. So if you look carefully, my kitchen's a mess. Well, the truth is I've been sick for a couple of days. And things just don't get quite as picked up when Mama's sick. So I'm gonna get in here. The girls washed the dishes for me last night, so really all I have to do is kind of deal with all of that. Here we go. Okay, it's a little better. In the big brown bowl, there are things that go into the room, so I'm gonna go put those away. Found a random key while we were cleaning out the attic. So I'm trying to figure out what that goes to. And I don't have any idea, so it's gonna go in the drawer until we figure out what it goes to. And then I'm gonna fill up my water pitchers. You probably saw me moving them. There are 2 glass pitchers. That's how much water I drink in a day, so I'm gonna fill those up, get my water started, and then I'm gonna make some breakfast. Okay, we're back, and I'm gonna make some pancakes. And for right now, oh gosh, I'm on my mic. I'm sorry for the sound quality in this video. I forgot to put on the mic. Anyway, just so you know, right now I have pancake mix that I'm working through that someone gave me, but when that's done, we'll be making our own of whole ingredients because I think that's going to help our bodily systems. So that's what's going on, as the song says. And I can't remember where I put my layers. That's par for the course for me, but I don't know about you, but I like to have a candle burning. Last night I left some burning. That's not good. Don't do that. Anyway, this is one that we made with Three Sisters Workshop. It's lemon. Don't recommend it. Doesn't smell great, but it gives me that firelight glow. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna grab some ingredients and I'll be right back. Okay. So as I said, I have pancake mix to go through. And I have a couple girls here who will be thrilled with pancakes, I hope. And I will even have one. Yuck. I meant to put on some bacon to cook and forgot. I should probably do that, shouldn't I? I take it back. Haven't pulled out any bacon, so I guess we won't be having bacon. Now, to 1 cup of mix, it's about 2/3 cup of water. So I eyeball it. Really doesn't take much. But this time I'm gonna make pancakes. Normally I make waffles. But I got a new to me griddle and I wanna use it. You saw me earlier washing it. If Miranda is watching this, thank you, Miranda, for the gift. I really appreciate it. Okay, that wasn't quite 2/3 cup. I don't really stir it too hard until all that water is incorporated, and it really doesn't look like much, so you're not missing anything. But, you know, you mix it up. And then it's done. And all you have to do is heat up your griddle. Okay, let me grab my griddle. And dry it off, because I didn't finish drying it off. And then I'm going to plug it in. And it has this little thing that slides in here to catch all the grease and whatnot. Now, you can use your nonstick spray, your oil, your coconut oil, whatever you want. I'm going to use my olive oil in a bottle. These little spray bottles came from Amazon. I do not have an Amazon storefront, but if that's something you're interested in to see what I use, let me know, please. I guess it's gonna help if I plug it in, isn't it? Now that I have this newfangled toy, I'm gonna have to figure out where to put it. Oh boy, okay. So I have to turn it around. I guess I'll have to do this on the other side of the counter next time. Oh well. Make sure that's going to catch the grease, and then set it to 300 and let it warm up. While it warms up, I will fill my water jugs. Now, typically speaking, what I do is I fill one with electrolyte water and one with regular water. And that is likely what I will do today. I'm also going to feed my starter. I started my own sourdough starter. And I did that because Farmhouse on Boone made me think I could. Today is day 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, today's day 4. Today is day 4 of my just making sure that wasn't a bug that landed in there, because that would be kind of gross. Anyway, today is day 4 of starting my sourdough starter, and we will see how it goes. I will let you know. I've always said I didn't want to do sourdough because it was just one more thing to take care of. But what I'm learning is it's really not. So today is going to be a great kind of day. And I'll put this up later. So while that skillet warms up, I'm just going to make my flavored water. These are clean electrolyte powders. Goodness. They're called Ultima, Ultima. And it's what I use every day. Electrolytes are something I struggle with, and I find that I feel better when I have a regular supply of them. So I drink about a gallon of water a day. And I thought I was doing the right thing by drinking about a gallon of water a day. You know, you're supposed to drink half of your body weight in ounces per day. And that turns out to roughly a gallon because I am no small little lady, okay? But when you're drinking that much water and not putting any electrolytes back into your system, you know it's a problem. So, my doctor recommended using electrolytes, and I thought, okay. So I was just using the ones that I could find, you know, at the Dollar General or Dollar Store, whatever. And those aren't great ingredients. These are better ingredients. They're cleaner. And I like them better for the most part. Although there's an orange flavored one that I'm not a fan of. But I drink it anyway. You know, it's good for you and blah, blah, blah. I'm actually going to turn this down to 250 and it's hot. So I'm going to grab my little scoop and start to scoop it. She says no, and she can't find the little scoop. I got it. Anyway, so now I'm just going to scoop out pancakes because it's fun. You know how it is. When the kids get a new toy, it's all they want to play with for a few days. Well, this is a new bowl and a new griddle. So here we are. So this 1 cup will make about 6 pancakes, which is 2 for each of us, which is plenty. Because my husband doesn't do breakfast, so it's just me and the girls. And I don't even know that they're awake yet, so there we go. And that's that. Just cleaned my counter, and now there's pancake mix on it. And that's about right, isn't it? That's how this life goes. You just clean up and make a mess. And clean up and make a mess. And if you're not cleaning up and making a mess, what are you doing? And can I be your friend so I can learn how, please? Please? Okay. So we're gonna let those go for a second till they're a little bit brown on the bottom. Get out the spatula. I'm using a plastic spatula. I have some silicone ones too, but these came with the griddle. So, I'm using that to keep from scratching the griddle, okay? Not quite there, but getting close. And I only needed to spray once. That's kind of cool. So I told y'all I have 7 children. Well, they weren't all 7 in my house at one time. But I did have 5 girls in my house at one time. For a while. And making my water. And so I used to make a metric butt ton of pancakes at once. And now it's not so bad. They used to eat a lot more when they were little than they do now. So I used to scramble a dozen eggs at a time. But now I've hit that stage in my life where I'm more of the grandmother than I am the mother. And it's kind of nice. You know? A little more relaxing. I'm not going to say it's more enjoyable, but it's a different enjoyable, if that makes sense. You know, when they're your kids, it's a little bit harder. When they're your grandkids, it's just not as, I'm going to say stressful. I just realized I forgot to put my vanilla in the pancake mix. Oh well. Leave it to me. So before 2002, before 2002, before 2020 is what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be a long day. My words are not wording very well. Anyway, before 2020, I was part of something called the Mississippi Craft Show. 100% handmade, 100% Mississippi. Anyway, very proud of what we did with that. And every Sunday, so the show was Saturday and Sunday, and people started setting up on Friday evening. So every Sunday, my daughter that passed, Abby, and I would make grilled cheese for all of the vendors. And that's what this was used for, this griddle and these spatulas. We would make grilled cheese, cut them in half, and serve them to all the vendors as like a brunch before the vendor event started. And COVID got the show. Okay, that's why we can't do it anymore, because we just, the person who created it, Miranda, that I talked about earlier, she ended up moving, and the rest of us just didn't know what we were doing enough to take it over. So anyway, I miss the craft show. I miss working side by side with my Abby, but I have this griddle and the really great memories associated with it. So there's that. That was a little cheesy. I apologize, but here we are doing what we do. We had vendors that we did the show 3 or 4 years, and we had vendors that would come in and say, "We're doing the grilled cheeses again, right?" They just loved it. So anyway, all right, so that's breakfast. Now I'm just gonna let this cool off, and then I'll clean it and find a place to put it. And here are my nice fluffy pancakes. I don't remember which kid, but one of them used to call them panny cakes, P-A-N-Y. Anyway, it was really cute. Okay, so that's breakfast. Now I need to think through lunch and dinner, and I need to feed Suki the sourdough starter. This is Suki the sourdough starter. Anyway, if you're a Gilmore Girls fan, you probably recognize the name. And yes, that's who she's named after. Anyway, so the way this works is you dump off half of the old, and then you replenish it with a cup of water and a cup of flour. Now, I'm using all-purpose flour because that's what I have, you know, readily available. Take her over here and add in a cup of water. Then I wipe this out because it's just water and put it right back. Take a whisk to her to mix her up a little. I just sort of do like this to mix her up. And that's that. And I cover her up and put her right back where she went. And then Suki is done until tomorrow. And I go over to my calendar and mark off that I fed Suki. Otherwise I'll forget and try to feed her twice in one day. Because I know me, and I'm very forgetful. There. I got 3 more days before she'll be ready, supposedly. I don't know, because I've never really done sourdough before. I did Amish friendship bread once, and that's similar where you have to feed it and everything. So there's that. Anyway, so that's my morning in the kitchen. Now that the pancakes are done, I'm gonna go ahead and get out some jam and eat my pancakes. Probably with a few cherries. No, I had a banana. I had a banana earlier today. I have one every morning. So I'll probably just eat this with some jam of some sort, maybe some elderberry jam. And then I'm gonna rest my back for a little bit because, as you know, I have some chronic illnesses. And then I will go to work in an hour and a half. See you back here quick. Okay, so into low crooked, sorry, into another part of the day. Yesterday I unloaded this basket. It was filled with towels, and I'll have to wash those in the kitchen again today. But for now, I'm going to change these sheets. So I'm going to leave the basket here to throw sheets in, so I'm not trying to carry them all over there. I also think it's about time for me to wash this comforter. So I'm going to move this out. This little stool holds extra blankets and things. And I really have too much in there, so it's time to empty it. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and wash this comforter too, because it's been a little while since I did that. Ordinarily, I do things like sheets and towels on Friday, but my schedule's been a little bit off with all the work that I've been doing on Thursdays and Saturdays. So Monday's good, right? Great time to, I think somebody's calling. Oh, I should answer that. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. My dad was calling. Evidently, my daughter is going to go and help him this morning with some yard work. And he was checking to see if she was, you know, awake and ready, because he's going to be here in 20 minutes. And then he wanted to know, did I have a truck available today so that I could take him to do some things that evidently need a truck. Not real sure what that means, but it's fine. Had to run to town anyway because I got to go to the bank. So, guess my husband was tired when he came to bed last night. So I'm going to throw this in his laundry basket. And then I'm going to finish making the bed. Anyway, so I change the sheets once a week or once every other week, kind of depending on how much sweating I'm doing at night. It's not really something people talk about in mixed company, but menopause is harsh on the body. So I do a lot of sweating at night, which means that I change the sheets rather often. In fact, when I told my husband I was going to change the sheets, he said, "We just changed them." I said, "Yeah, last week." He said, "They're probably good another week." And I said, "No, because I've been sweating and they smell sweaty and I don't like that. So I'm changing them." So I'm changing them because I don't like that funky, sweaty smell. I don't know. Maybe that's weird, but anyway. I have class at 9 and at 10 today. I teach from home, in case you didn't know that. So I'm actually going to take you over here with me. We're just going to move you a little bit. Oh, sorry. Because I'm going to go and put this thing in the wash. Anyway, I have class at 9 and at 10. So this will be the last I film for a while. You know, privacy for students and all of that. Pardon my slightly a mess closet. Honestly, this kind of stays a mess. Ooh. I really need a bigger washer when I do this. But I don't have one, so there's that. Okay, now I use homemade detergent. I just spilled some. And for this, it's not super dirty. It's just been a while, so I'm only putting 1 cup of detergent. And then I rinse out the cup. And wipe up where I spilled a little. Okay. Extra large load. I'm going to grab some sheets. I'm actually going to wash my hands, grab some sheets, and take them back in there. Okay, so I grabbed a set of sheets. I'm going to pull the mattress out, make the bed, wash the comforter so I can finish making the bed. You know, all the things. The sheets are on. I'll grab pillowcases, but I don't really need those until the comforter's washed. So I'm going to set a timer for the comforter for the laundry. And then I'm going to go get ready to teach for 2 hours. So I'm pretty sure I just forgot to keep filming today. But I didn't get many of the things done that I wanted to get done because my dad called and needed me to go run some errands with him. So my oldest daughter, Pookie, and I, yes, that's her nickname. And no, I don't use real names on here, except for mine. Anyway, Pookie and I went and helped her granddad out with a handful of things. So, we were gone for most of the day. And as payment, he bought us lunch and some ice cream, which was a nice treat for her and I. And my youngest daughter, Miss V, she helped her grandmother today. Now, I don't know if you can see this. This is a Shackley box. I am trying their vitamins to see if they will help me and help me a lot. So, if I start to feel better taking them, and number 1, I will let you know. And number 2, I'm going to become an ambassador for the company because they have much more than just vitamins. And I got a dear friend that swears by them. Anyway, so tonight for dinner, I'm making super rice and chicken. Now, super rice is pretty simple. It's a can of cream of chicken soup, a cup and a half of minute rice, a cup and a half of chicken broth, quarter cup of Parmesan cheese, and it could be fresh or that stuff in the shaker bottle. I have the shaker bottle because I don't have any fresh. And then a little dash of black pepper. You bring the soup and the broth mixture to a boil. And once it's boiling, you dump in all the other ingredients, stir it around, cover it, and take it off the heat. That's it. My chicken is just diced up chicken breast that I seasoned with Trader Joe's everyday seasoning. My friend gave me that seasoning, so I'm using it up because I have too many seasonings. And I'm just kind of cooking this until it's done, you know, and then we'll eat dinner. And when dinner's done, I'll probably grab a bath and start my kind of evening calm down routine, but I might clean up the living room first because it's really kind of bothering me that it's a mess. So anyway, that's all from our little homestead today. So thanks for joining Big Family Little Farm today for a day in the life of a crazy farmer wife, and we'll see you next week. Bye everybody.